You're listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Wepa, what up, mi gente? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Al Mega. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders Podcast. Yeah. And today we're going to be talking to an awesome independent comic book creator. Not just a comic book creator. I mean, he wears many hats: writer, artist, design, this, that, the other. My man here is going to be a future star in this game. I mean, right now he is out there with his third Kickstarter. That's right, folks, his third, because his past two was successful. So we're going to start getting some good tips on how to run a successful Kickstarter, how to do some kick-ass comics with this future superstar right here, the one, the only Edwin De Castro. Wepa, how you doing, kiddo?
Que la vaina, tigre, ¿cómo está? What's up, everybody?
Ahí, con la vaina, pana, ya tú sabes.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah, bro, you're awesome because you got a kick-ass book, bro. This is your third project. You've had two projects successful. Thank you. So congrats. And again, to see a fellow Latino, in the game too, kicking ass like this in the crowdfunding, I love it, bro. We're gonna start getting into it. I already know, based on how you just spoke to me, I know what your background is. but for those that don't know, let them know, Edwin, like where you originally from, where did you grow up at, and what was your first taste of fandom?
So my parents are Dominican, but I was born in New York, which is like a small Dominican republic over there.
Pueblo, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've always had dreams of being a writer ever since I was a kid. I've even been writing like fan fiction about like Ninja Turtles and things like that when I was a kid. So I've always just had practice writing, and we're finally achieving the dream with this series here.
Awesome. What was your first taste of fandom? What was the first thing you fell in love with, and who presented it to you, unless you found it yourself?
It's for sure got to be, I don't know which came first, but Ninja Turtles or the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Freddy Krueger, that's my guy, bro. To me, I was watching him when I was like 5, 6-year-old. He was like Mickey Mouse to me. Like, I watched that movie religiously. But yeah, it probably was Ninja Turtles first. I can quote those movies like to heart, like all of it. Right. I love it. I read all the books, see all the cartoons, the movies. Like, I love those dudes.
There you go, folks. He's gonna be the Luna Manuel of comic book stuff because he knows all the lines. He's gonna perform Ninja Turtles live on stage. Let's get it done. All right. So, were you a lone wolf in your fandom growing up, or did you have a tribe?
When it comes to Freddy, I kind of was the lone wolf, but I mean, who doesn't love the Ninja Turtles, bro? When I was growing up in the 90s, dressing up as them for Halloween, you always found other people doing the same. You could form a little squad with other people you would find in the neighborhood. Me and my cousins would like play fight and play wrestle as the Ninja Turtles. I remember Donatello was my favorite, so I would grab like my mom's broomstick and start whirling that thing around. And yeah, bro. Everybody loves the Turtles.
And then she take it away from you and beat your ass. Like, what you doing with my broomstick?
Yeah, it's not the chancleta.
Ever could. Well, the chancleta, I know my mother has like a heat sensor on it. But I swear to God, this thing takes curves around corners.
Bro, I always used to joke around that. I was like, my mom's a sniper. She'll just always catch you. Doesn't matter.
Son, for real, right? If our moms played sports, the Yankees and Mets would be fucking bombs, son.
For real, bro. Star pitcher. Pedro Martinez, get out of here.
Right, just put Dominican and Puerto Rican moms to pitch. So we out there, bro.
That's the league right there.
Awesome. So, okay, and so talk about when you being creative publicly for the first time. When did you do that? When you started like kind of sharing your work?
Bro, honestly, there was only one time before this that I ever did it. I don't think it survives to this day, but maybe somewhere out there it is. I wrote again, I used to practice writing, doing fan fictions and stuff. There was this one website that was, I think, meant for fan fictions, right? And it was like a Zelda story where me and someone else were writing it. Like I would write a chapter, then they would write a chapter, then I would write the next based off what they did. I know that's out there somewhere. Bro, if I probably read it, I would be like embarrassed to death. But yeah, that was probably the first thing I ever put out there. And then after that, really, it's just been this. Anything else I've written is kind of for myself. I might have shown some friends, but never really put it out there.
All right. So what were you reading growing up? Because I'm pretty sure you must have read some comics, to do comics, or did you go in this like completely blind?
I didn't go completely blind. I will say growing up, I read more books and comics came into my life more like middle school, teenage years, Growing up, I was reading Goosebumps, Animorphs, like those are my two favorite series. But then yeah, as I got older from watching the cartoons, like I was a big Spider-Man cartoon fan, the X-Men cartoon fan. That of course made me want to actually read the comics. So eventually I started buying volumes of that. I think the first comic I ever bought, the first one I ever read was one that actually was given to me in third grade for free. It was like I think it was like a Dare program thing, and it was like I don't remember the
There.
title, but it was yeah, it was like Spider-Man versus Lizard Man. I just remember that. But I know the first comic I ever bought was the volume one of the Spider-Man Ultimate version, and yeah, that
Okay.
that was the first one I ever read.
Okay, there you go. So you read some good shit. Awesome, awesome. So where did you learn to get better at your craft to attempt to do a project, the first time around? And when did you even decide to do a project?
So as I said, I started reading comics as I got older. I read, the usuals, The Watchmen, a lot of famous Batman stories. Batman's my dude right now, of course. I read a lot of Ninja Turtles, like The Last Ronin was pretty awesome. So I kind of got a lot of research by just reading comics, but also did my own research by listening to podcasts that deal with creating comics, Kickstarter ones like Comics Launch. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one.
Oh yeah,
They helped
absolutely.
me. Yeah, they helped a lot in like setting up the Kickstarter and what to expect. So I just did research from like all types of places.
Excellent. There you go. Shit. So talk about you finally the day that you put it out there. How did you start building a team to make this project happen? And where did the project birth from? What was the seeds
It,
of it?
so the series came from me just watching Death Note. Really, I don't know if you've ever seen the anime or read the manga Death Note, but yeah, there's that one scene where Light asks Ryuk, the Shinigami, he's like, "Yo, what's your purpose in life?" And he's like, I don't know. We've lived so long that I kind of forgot what it is." And that always made me think. Where I was like, "Well, if they can see someone's lifespan, right, and they know when they're going to die or whatever, maybe they used to be like Grim Reapers, and that's what their notebook is for. They just kill someone when it's their time." So that kind of is what inspired this series about death and Grim Reapers. And yeah, I found my crew all through Reddit. I just saw all the
Reddit.
talent on a subreddit. Yeah, there's a
Oh,
subreddit called
nice.
Comics Book Collab. It's a bunch of people just looking for artists or artists looking for writers or whatever. There's so much
Okay.
talent there. I saw a lot of people. I was like, this is amazing. And yeah, we just talked rates and we did it.
Crazy. You're the first one that I've ever had on this program that has said that they found talent on Reddit. Whoa. So
Check that
how do you
subreddit.
even yeah, so how do you even approach people on that Reddit? How does that even work there?
I believe I made a post where I was like, "Hey, I'm looking for artists." I think I threw out like a brief little synopsis of what I was looking for, and then people just send me their portfolios, resumes, little websites,
Nice.
whatever. I just searched it all up, and yeah, I just found the people that I thought would work well. We talked rates, so I just narrowed it down, picked the crew, and there we go. There's actually a
How'd you
funny
pick
story
the crew?
about that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me the
Uh,
story.
so I'm sure you've seen the alternate version I have, right? We can get into that a bit if you want, but the reason why that happened is like a happy accident. I believe in happy accidents. My original artist is a guy named Mac, right? He's from Sweden. I did find him on Reddit. He
Okay.
did like 5 pages and then he just ghosted me, right? I was like, damn, where is this dude? Like, I would be emailing him, no response, like what's going on? Am I gonna have to find a new artist? We're only
He's
five
about to go to
pages in.
Switzerland.
I'm like, damn, we're only 5 pages in. What's the worst? I guess I can just start over. So I found a new artist again through Reddit. But then Mac eventually texted me. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was sick, like in the hospital, like I couldn't reach you. I'm sorry about that." And I was like, "Okay, cool, I get it." But now I got two comics. What do I do? And well, I ran with the idea. I was like, "Hey, let's just make two comics. There'll be two different art styles. There'll be differences between them to give readers a reason to look at them. Like, what's different about them?" And then I thought if we keep
Hmm.
it going, every issue be like a different artist, so we incorporate more art styles every time. So yeah,
Oh, interesting, interesting. And how did you decide on this team? Being a newbie in this. Hey, Big Joe, what's popping? Way past way,
wait,
baby.
ándale. Yeah, no, again, it was just all through just their work. I was like, I think this really fits what I'm looking for, my style. I think that as long as they're willing to commit to a long project, because I do plan on this being 25 issues,
Oh
that's what worked for
wow.
me. Yep.
Wow. And you approached them with this concept that this is a 25 issue story, son.
Yeah, I don't remember if I told them originally how long, like how many issues, but I did tell them it would be a long series. By now, they definitely know, but yeah.
I'm sure they're putting in that work, son. For real. So, all right. So, why did you choose Kickstarter as the platform to first put, that first project out there?
It's just the most well known. And even before I ever thought of being a creator and actually doing a campaign, I've also backed things on Kickstarter. So I
Oh,
just
I've
felt like,
seen, I've
yeah.
seen you. You are a Kickstarter supporter, and I have see, folks. He's not just a creator. He really supports. I seen the number he does, and I was like, yo, fantastic! Wow, he all about it. Dig it, dig it.
Not all heroes wear capes.
So when it comes to what was it? The Kickstarter. How did you learn to even navigate that? How was that learning curve like as a newbie creator with a new project?
A lot of it is listening to comics launch, like I mentioned, but also imposter syndrome slightly. Just looking at a lot of campaigns, seeing what I liked, and saying, "Well, you know what? That's what I like. It looks really good. I'm gonna try and incorporate that some way." So yeah.
So how did you feel when that first project finally, got funded successfully?
Bro, that was amazing because honestly, in my opinion, I think I launched it before I should have. I didn't build so much of a following. Like I was doing my research and what should be done, but not really marketing beforehand. So I'm amazed we did it. I did what I could. It seemed to have worked. So I'm super hyped and excited we got there. But knowing what I know now, I definitely launched it too early.
All right, gotcha. So did you apply those lessons to the second project?
Definitely. The second one became a project we love. We funded in like two
Oh,
weeks. Yeah,
nice.
that one was our best one yet so far. That one was a
So
banger.
you took your time. Did you apply those lessons from the first one onto that second project? Did it in a more timely fashion? I mean, for you.
Yeah, I definitely marketed much more at the beginning. That pre-launch campaign or the pre-launch phase, I did a lot of marketing there. And yeah, I think the projects we love also helped. When you get that, they kind of put you in a different section where people can look through that. And yeah, I think all those factors rolled into one really helped.
The algorithm.
Yeah, you got to appease the algorithm gods.
Yeah, bro. Okay, okay. And algorithm starts with Al, motherfucker. The power. All right, so let's start talking about this new baby then. All right. So you have this new baby up right now. Focus live on Kickstarter. Look at it go. With 4 days to go though, right now we need all the help we could get, guys. It's at
Yeah, we
25
need some support on
37.
this one.
All right. I mean, it has a beautiful amount of backers, but at 100, salute to all of you over 100. But with 5,000 goal, we're only slightly above half of the goal. So come on, let's get it done, folks. It is the holidays. I'm going to keep mentioning that because in these holidays, we need to support independent creators. And this is one of the best way to appease and make your geeks happy is by supporting independent creators like Edwin and on Kickstarter. And look at this guy. He goes, who did the art behind you and who are your favorite artists? That's Big Joe right there.
If you're talking about this, funny story about this was being thrown away by someone in the neighborhood, and I was like, "That's perfectly good, bro. Let me get that." They gave it to me. Who
Let
drew
me
it, bro? I have no idea,
let me
but it is
see that.
pretty dope. Uh,
All right, and what about all right? So just in case he's asking if it's about the background that we have, and specifically this right here, who
oh,
drew
if
this?
you're talking that is on Twitter, Rika Sensei. So I've been building a lot of following on Twitter and finding artists there also.
Oh, you
So
use
besides
Twitter?
Reddit,
It's
yeah.
not vacating. It's a good place still.
You know what? Right now, it's in chaos. I feel like, yeah, it is kind of losing a bit of momentum. But right before all of that, all of this Elon Musk
Yeah,
business, yeah, I met
I,
Rika and she does great work.
I haven't been affected in no sense. The community that we've built through the comics and all that hasn't changed, and even meeting more people. Look at you, you're networking like a mother right now on it. So that's a
Oh,
beautiful thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So you got homie off Twitter, shit. But how do you even approach these people, Edwin? Game. That's that New York hustle, baby. I love it because I'm from
Yeah, bro.
Brooklyn. If you can't tell, I'm right
Oh,
here in
I could
Greenpoint
tell.
right now. I'm from Greenpoint. I'm right here right now in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. So
Yeah, bro. I come from there. I mean, I live in Miami right now, but I grew up there. I go visit family every time or every year. So yeah, I know the accents.
bad. So the hurricane infects you, right? You good?
No, we're good, bro. It was kind of just wind and rain here, not too much. The last one affected us a bit more, but this one was whatever.
All right, awesome, awesome. Glad that everything is okay. Great, great, great. So introduce us. What's going on here? Who are these two characters? You know, what is this whole loss between worlds, man? What's popping? That
All
art is
right, so
beautiful. Jeez.
yeah, it is, bro. Again, shout outs to Rika on Twitter. Rika Sensei, look her up if you need some fantastic art and good rates too. Like really well worth it. But yeah, so on the left is my homegirl Gwen. She's got the magenta antlers with the white hair. She's the main character. She's a Grim Reaper, like a bunch of other Grim Reapers in the world. They collect the souls of the dead and take them to the afterlife. But she actually, on this particular day, is tasked with collecting the soul of someone who claims to be claims to have dissociative identity disorder. So
Yeah.
he says his name is Dospe, but she's looking for a guy named Verda. And she's like, "What are you doing here? Are you lying to me? Like, are you trying to find a loophole and cheat death?" And she has to go look for more info on this. But as she gathers this info, she finds out about an apocalypse that's happening in 24 hours. So that's why I was saying it's going to be 25 issues. Every issue is going to be an hour in this 24-hour timeline.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
But
dig that.
yeah,
I used to love the show 24. so
I've
so I'm
actually never
digging
seen
this.
it. I
What?
never seen
What?
it. Yeah, I know the gimmick, but I've actually never seen the show. And someone actually brought it up to me, and I was like, damn, bro, I knew about the show, but I actually never made the correlation as I was writing
Oh yeah.
this.
But bro, please watch the show. At least the first two seasons were fire, son. Fire.
I have to.
Great
I
show.
have to now after
It's
writing
Kiefer
this, right?
Sutherland, bro. Yeah, you should too. I love the concept of in a comic book format. That must be a lot of fun. I mean, how much stuff have you written? I mean, is the story done already on your side, and we just going campaign by campaign? What's going on?
It's not like 100% fully written, but I do have it kind of like for sure it's written up to part 5, and then the rest, the major points are bullet pointed. I know it's going to happen. It's filling the in between, and I have a rough idea, but I like leaving that in between blank. So in case I decide to change things up or based how things are going as people are reading, you might want to tweak some things, but the major parts are bullet pointed, and that's not going to change.
Gotcha, gotcha. And let's get digging. Look at his art, folks. Looking awesome. Who does the lettering too? Because they do a great job with the lettering.
The lettering is done by my man Reed Hinckley Barnes. He does a lot of work in the indie community. I'm sure maybe you've seen his name in other comics, maybe that you've interviewed, because he is everywhere in indie comics.
Yeah, I mean, great bubble placement for the art, man. So look at that. Look at this, bro.
Yeah, bro, clean, sharp. That's the guy I was talking about. Is claiming to have dissociative identity disorder.
Who this homie right here?
That homie right there. Yep.
All right, but
He be
he,
trying
he
my girl Gwen.
he looked like he a liar. Okay, look at that face, bro. Mentiroso.
Is he a hustler? Is he Two-Faced? What's going on there?
Nah, but look at it. With that haircut, I don't trust his ass. And the shades.
You ain't the
And
only
look
one
at
who's
the
told me
color.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means your artist did a fantastic job because he has that face you just can't trust it. This is a shady motherfucker, son.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and look at these colors here. Beautiful, yo. What a difference
Yeah.
too between the blue and the pink, and wow.
That contrast. Yeah, I love it,
Yeah,
bro.
yo, that's amazing, man.
That's
But
a
yeah,
shout out to my colorist, Gabriel.
look at this
That,
shit. What?
that's the full image. Yeah, so we're trying to go for a connecting cover deal. So you can either get the
Oh,
left side or
nice.
the right side. You get both and
What
connect
is
them.
this,
Yeah.
Twix?
Exactly, Twix. There you go.
Mommy do mommy got everything 24 Twix. He got all this shit right here, yo. Are you the right side or the left side? You got to choose, motherfucker.
Bro,
Look at this
I
shit.
like to be unique. I like to be different. But
That's
yeah, that's
fun
just
though.
me.
I mean, with art like this though, it's beautiful. I mean, we getting a poster too? Cause this would make such a great poster or print, man. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
the whole point also was to have it kind of feel like a fight, like a big headline fight for pay-per-view, like one of those kind of posters. That was the
And
feel for
in
it too.
this corner, I
Yeah,
love it. Hey, so introduce. Oh, Sienna Muerte. Epa.
yeah,
Oh, is that?
yeah.
What is that a coquille too? What's going on? So what's going
That
on here, bro?
So we're introducing some new characters. Like I said, Gwen ain't the only Grim Reaper. In issue 2, we meet the king and queen of My World's Hell. It's called Miklon. These are their twin kids. This is Sienna, the sister, and below will be Sancho. And yeah, Sienna has a pet frog who's called Patches for obvious reason. And yeah, she's trained really well. Her mom and dad don't play. They know what they're doing. These kids are
Ooh.
warriors, but she's a bit more on the timid side, where she don't really like too much the spotlight. Her brother, on the other hand, he loves the spotlight, and he's the more aggressive one.
You can kind of tell that in her face too here as well.
Yeah, exactly.
She seems like
And
somebody that you could work with a little bit more. And what's cool before we move on there is this.
oh
You
yeah,
actually
yeah.
make playlists so you could get into kind of their mindset. That's dope, man. Where did you pop with that idea? I like that. I'm a big music fan, obviously.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
keep
a
what?
huge music fan too. I think I was listening to "Lonely Is the Night" by Billy Squire, and that song is like perfect for like the story I'm going for, and for Gwen and her character and all that. And that just kind of, I guess, triggered that idea where I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a playlist of songs that like, it could be like songs that this character would actually listen to, that it fits their style, their personality, might even foreshadow some story stuff if you see what's gonna happen in
Oh,
the future.
hey, are you teasing, Edwin? Look at this guy teasing, yo. That means you got to be
Yeah,
intently listening to these songs. And they go, see now, see, this is like a motherfucker that enjoys what he's doing. Look at
exactly.
that face.
Like I said, he's the one who loves the attention. He wants to
Right?
get in there. He's ready to fight. He'll be the first one out there. And
Sancho
if you
ain't
see
fucking
his
around.
scythe, yeah, bro. If you see his scythe, he has like the three razors. If you go back
Yeah, look
to
at.
Sienna, hers is kind of like a bow and arrow at the bottom. So like, I want to go with every
Oh,
Grim Reaper.
ooh.
Yeah, I want to have every Grim Reaper have like a unique element to their scythe. So Gwen has that like kunai at the bottom, like the chain with the tip at the bottom. Yeah,
I love. Oh, that's actually yeah, yo, dude, that is dope. Yeah. I mean, you know, one that actually feels very natural. It makes a lot of sense. Why does everybody have the same fucking weapon? Everybody's things should fit their personality.
exactly.
I'm digging, and especially with us being Latino, I mean, we need our blades a certain way. So each one of us.
You know,
That's
we
cool.
like our sharp
Anderson.
things.
Yeah. Oh man, look at this. It says, "What comics influence did you have?"
For me, it's definitely Spawn. I love the visuals of Spawn. Like I
Ah, that's
think,
my dude right there. Virtual high five, my brother. That's my
bro,
joint,
yeah.
kiddo.
If you read the comic and you see a lot of the visuals, you're like, oh yeah, I see that Spawn influence. So definitely that, and Batman, Batman for sure in terms of storytelling and that like kind of dark look and stuff. Yeah,
Oh damn, who's this? Helena.
yeah. So she's the other one from the cover from the fight poster. She's kind
Okay.
of like Gwen's arch rival in a way. Like they have similar upbringing, but at the same time, they're two completely different people. They're two polar opposites, and they clash heads. And yeah, if you can't tell by the cover, they're gonna have a big fight in this issue.
Oh, and look at her weapon. Jeez, yo, she really ain't trying to fuck around. Cause if she missed you for the front, she could just easily shortchange you with. Woo! I could see the use on that weapon, kiddo.
And
Yo,
what's not pictured is the bottom is the same. It's kind of dual sided. Think of like Darth Maul, just spinning that thing
oh,
around.
word?
Yeah, she's gonna be
Oh.
lethal. She's gonna be lethal.
I mean, look at that. Is that blood on her dress or is that just shading?
That's just shading.
I was to say, coño, she a mean motherfucker, son. And again,
Well,
another playlist right there.
yeah, she's gonna be brutal. She's gonna. I'm telling you, her and Gwen, it's gonna be an epic fight. Just a little tease. It's gonna be like the last quarter, legit. The last quarter of the book is dedicated to that fight, and the book's about like, I think it's actually more than the last quarter, but yeah, the book's about 30 pages total. I think it's like 8 or 9 is dedicated to that fight. So yeah, it's gonna be something big.
Ooh, and we need that, yeah. I mean, people are realizing that now that they released that 30th anniversary of Superman. Now people are seeing the fight scenes and how everything was building up and the panels getting bigger. It's like now this whole new
Hmm.
generation. It's like, oh wow, this is so cool. When we for a while was saying it was tacky, and all of a sudden everybody was saying, oh yeah, it was. Of course it was.
Yeah, bro. Nowadays, every fight scene's like, yo, at best 2, 3, 4 pages. Why are they so short? Like, yeah, we need
Yeah, yeah.
longer ones.
Yes, please, please. What the
I'm
fuck
here
I
to
buy
provide it.
comics
I'm
for?
here to provide it.
I need action in my books. I'm a man of the '80s. I need my action. That's why I liked Black Adam so much. Everybody want to shit
Hmm.
on it. That shit was action fucking packed for me. Yeah, and it's a boys movie. So what? There's a lot of girl movies. So what's wrong with that? You know what I mean?
It's a boys' movie. I'm a boy. I can enjoy it.
Exactly. All right. I love the shit out of it. I love motherfuckers. Motherfuckers was grabbing people's head and just tossing them. I love that. Yeah, bro. That's a hero to me.
Yeah.
Take care of business, son. And I know this. Yeah, and these are reapers. So these are my type of people that they're gonna. Listen. You gotta go, son.
Yeah. They're willing to take that final blow. That's their job.
Ooh, and look at this panel usage here. I love it. It's widescreen. You catch the action and then boom. Oof.
Yeah, Ellen does amazing on that. I, of course, direct him, but He's, if anything, like my filmographer. He's the one who gets it on camera, and it's like, bro,
Oh,
you produce magic.
look at this scenery there, yo. Oh, and
Yeah,
the,
that
and the
splash
lines,
page.
I love it. 'Cause I love those thick black lines like that. It's like, oh, this is gorgeous to me. What?
Yeah, Elton, bro, I'm telling you, he does wonders. I picked my crew well. I
Yeah,
gotta
bro.
pat myself, you know.
Epa! You got Matt Sasson on this team, para que sepan. Look, man, look at the sequence here, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
and the colors, nothing like everything looks perfect, bro.
I love that color combination, white and purple. I got to shout
Yeah.
out my boy Frieza. Frieza is the one who puts that in my head. I was like, yeah, I love that color combo.
Oh, and then look here, usage of the weapon with the bow and arrow, folks. I mean, look
There
how
you
dope.
go.
I
Yeah.
love very anime manga with the lines and all. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh man, look. Oh shit. See, this motherfucker looks scary though. Now he really looks like death, like coming at you like that. For real.
Bro, and I'm telling you, Sancho don't play. You see him gut the dude? Like, yeah, Sancho's all about it.
It just tickled him apparently. Yeah, Lord. Look at this. Crazy, son. Look at this.
Yeah.
Who that? Who? Yeah, look at is she ready to fuck them up or what's going on there?
Oh, Gwen, if you go up a page, she was kind of just watching back there, like go up, go up, go up, go up. Right there. You see that? No, go down a little. That wide shot right before Sienna's jumping
Okay,
and
okay,
shooting. Go down
okay.
one more. One more, one more. All right, here you go. You see right there, like up on the
Realize,
building? Yeah. She'd be
realize.
watching. She's like, oh, all right, you kids got this.
Go ahead, children. Mother
You know?
watch. Oh, I
And
love
then all
this.
of a sudden, we're like in a whole new world with this, right? So this is the
Oh,
alternate style. This is the Zamburai. He likes to go by that name. He's my
okay.
artist for the alternate issue too. We're kind of going for this one for like a more noir kind of style. So yeah, it's a bit more like gritty with the drawing and the colors.
Hell yeah! Look at this. Oh yeah, it reminds me of old school books too. Old school
Exactly.
stuff. Look at that. Hell yeah, very old school with the line work and the. Oh wow, man, you
Yeah.
definitely got a ill fucking team. Look at this.
Yeah, bro. Another guy from Twitter,
It is
man.
kind.
There's so much talent out there. You just got to know how to find it, I guess. But there's so much talent out there. And you know what's
Beautifully
so
done.
beautiful about this idea, in my opinion? Because again, it was a happy accident. But bro, everybody wins. Artists are getting their work out there because again, the idea is for every book to be a different artist. So they're getting their work out there. I'm selling double the book. And then the readers are also getting to just compare the two and be like, oh, this is so cool. Like, what's the difference? Like, everyone's winning in this
Yeah,
situation.
you're creating something very unique for sure, yo. Or a different way to look at things. Look at this.
Yeah, so like that's the same dude we saw earlier, but in a
Yep,
whole different style. And of course, we're seeing my girl Gwen, but yeah.
yep, and he still looks like a douche. So the
You ain't
douchiness
wrong.
carries on.
That's got to live on, yeah.
Oh damn! Please, what is that? Is that a kid that's getting eaten?
That's the waitress from
The
one of the
waitress.
earlier scenes, yeah.
Oh man, yeah. He apparently is serving himself. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, see, I love this. Like, you got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 panels on this page. I'm a panel guy. I love, I like my eye to take a ride on the page and beautifully done, man. Look at this. Hey,
Yeah, and you
what?
see that little film element right there. If you go back up, how like you see the
Yeah.
zombie in the reflection, and then oh, it's gonna cut his head off. Spoiler alert, but yeah.
Oof. Awesome. Let's talk about it, folks, because this is where it matters, right? With the holidays coming up, these are low cost gifts. And if you're a good person that wants to support indie, look, with $10, you could be like a Toma. Thanks for being creative. You don't want nothing because you have too much stuff in your house and your significant other might just kick you out if you bring one more thing in the house. But doesn't mean you can't spend the $10, right? Look, and again, there's an undying gratitude who thank you to death everywhere you go with a megaphone.
Bro,
You
just
know,
$1.
yeah,
$1. You got my undying gratitude.
yep. And look, starting at $5 when you start getting stuff, right? So $5 you could jump into a digital tier. All right. So you get a digital book out too. And of course, his undying gratitude. Now for $10, there we go. Not just you get a physical copy. Physical, you heard?
Right here, look, it's not obviously the third issue, but I got some on hand, They look gorgeous. This is actually the alternate issue 1 Beatles reference for my music man over
nice.
here. But
Nice.
yeah, this is issue 1, or this is issue. I'm sorry, it's backwards. This is issue 1. This is issue 2. These are gorgeous. I'll flip through it for a sec.
Yeah.
But like, bro,
Oh,
look at
hell
this.
yeah.
Look
Look
at
at
this
that.
art, bro. Look at this art. It's amazing. It's amazing. You got to get on this.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Oh, that is so fucking fire. Yo, folks, you can get onto it with a physical copy for $10, son. That's simple. That's simple. And then, they have a variant, also $10. So you could choose, I guess, between colors that you like, right?
Yeah, that one's done by my man Brandon Albetsky, who spoilers, he's gonna do the alternate issue 3.
And then you got a catch-up tier. So this is all digital copies where you get one of each. So you get, it's just 1 through and 3, 1, 2, 3, right?
Yep.
Plus a lot of gratitude. He will say a prayer for you and everything.
Every night.
$15, yo. And then again, it continues. You get digital and physical tiers here for 15. So on this one, you get the new issue, digital, physical, and of course a thank you. So here you get a double whammy. So you don't have to open that beautiful printed copy if you don't want to. You know what I mean? You can read it digital. You don't put no fingerprints. You slab it. But this is going to be a very, very big book. And yep, Abbey Road. That's right. Now you know which one Joey's getting. All right,
bro. To mention the Abbey Road, I'm a guy who just loves references and like all the deep meaning and stuff. So if you read the first issue, there's like a band, they eventually die, whatever. The cover of Abbey Road, if you believe in the whole Paul McCartney's dead conspiracy theory, that's supposed to be like a funeral procession. So Paul's a dead body, that's why he's barefoot. John's like the priest. I think George is like the grave digger, so on and so forth. So I thought it fit the whole my story. The band's gonna die. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, this guy. See, folks, the things you learn here. Now, for $20, you get digital, physical of the current. You get your question featured. What do you mean by that?
So you know how you would read those old comic books or magazines where people write in their like question, letter, whatever it is, and they would answer back. Yeah, we're gonna do one where you can ask me whatever you want, or you can ask my my homegirl Gwen. She'll answer you in character and everything. Wait a minute.
No, you do not have an action figure,
bro. It's a clay sculpture. We're gonna get back to this. Yeah, we're gonna get back to this because there's actually something related to this in the Kickstarter. But yeah, I got this as a little gift for myself when I got the first issue done. I was like, bro, I met this guy at a con who makes great sculptures. I was like, I'm going to get one if I get to make my book. I got to make it, so I got it, and yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't that feel good to see something of yours on the shelf? Like, holy shit, that's actually something mine.
Yeah.
Latino for the win, baby. Ahí estamos.
Yeah.
All right, so for $25, you get physical copy of all of them, right?
Everything.
Ooh, nice. Physicals, folks. Fizzies. You can smell the ink on them motherfuckers. For $25, you get the digital and physical copies and gratitude and a physical copy of alternate.
Yep. So this is where we start getting into the alternate version of issue 2. So that's the one, like I said, that's being done by Zamburai.
Ooh, I think well worth it. You're getting 2 physical copies and the digi. For $25, you get the alternate, so now you can start, trying to piece it together. Like, what the hell is going on? Look at the other side, the upside down.
Yeah, right. That's a good way of putting it.
Dig it. I dig it. So what's this one? Oh, you got $25 for that. I'm dying. Then you got $30 tier, math physicals. Helena cover. Always.
That's the one that brings both sides. Yeah.
Both sides. Oh, this one for $30. Okay.
With the other versions, the regular physical, I'm basically gonna, with the survey, if we get the fun, we're gonna ask you, do you want the Gwyn side or the Helena? With that one, you're guaranteed to get both.
Oh, folks, listen, gift givers out there. This is one of the tiers to definitely you want.
Gift givers, collectors, you're out there.
Yeah. It's the holidays, get it done. And look at this. I mean, this is cheap. Look how many comic books you could get.
Yeah, we start getting into discounts with those. That brings everything, I believe, the alternates and the regulars.
Yeah, I see it. Everything. 65. We get. Look at this. Look at that list. It keeps getting. It looks like a scroll, but when you open it, it keeps going.
That one's even more. That's like the regulars, the alternates, and the variant covers.
You want this, folks. And look at the prices. Again, it's fair. It's physical. It's something that people will treasure, and it's a dope story by an amazing independent creator. You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah, bro, get on this.
I'm never gonna end scrolling here like with this so
That's
much
the one that
stuff.
just literally brings all the digitals, physicals,
Jeez.
variants, alternates, like number one fan, that's yours.
There you go. Holy shit. And for 100, you get a cameo spot. What do you
Cameo
mean? They get
spot.
drawn in?
Yeah, bro. So we've been doing this every campaign. The first two was like, oh, you can become a zombie and get killed by Gwyn or whatever. We're still doing that
Hey.
if you've never had the cameo, but also if you have had the cameo or you just prefer, we'll also put in your business, your podcast, your comic. We'll put it in as a little cameo within the story somehow. I got an idea for that.
Oh, I love it. He goes scrolls of swole. All right, so it was this 225. What? Oh, for comics. Oh, comic shops, retailers, listen up. There's some
I just
great
thought I'd
stuff
throw that
going.
out there. I thought I'd
This
throw
is
that out there. Anyone wants a little online store, a comic book, whatever? Hey, there's a tip for you.
Yo, shit, look at that. You getting 30 books, 225 physical copies, folks. Physical copies. You hear this? Wonderful. If you're a comic shop, this is something great. Listen, you do the math right, you making your bank back. Don't you worry.
Yeah, bro. The rest is pretty much just more copies for the comic book stores. But
But
something
that's
I
dope
do gotta
though.
throw out there. Oh yeah, for sure. But I do gotta throw it out there. Every backer, as long as we get funded, you're gonna get entered into a raffle to win a free year of Global Comics. There's gonna be 10 winners for that,
Oh, are you on
bro.
Global
Free.
Comics too?
Oh yeah, on Global Comics. As a
Oh
matter of
man, Global
fact,
Comics guys are awesome. I hung out with them during New York Comic Con. Great
yeah,
time, and these guys definitely have their eye on the future. And what I really got from the vibe of hanging out with them was they really are about the independent creator and making sure that they are successful. So
yeah, bro.
a great guy. So I gotta check you out there. We gotta follow each other on Global Comics too, kiddo.
Yeah, man. I haven't had the fortune of meeting them yet, but from what I can tell, there are great dudes. They do believe in indie comics. I think they will be the number one for digital comics in the future. Just give it like a year or two, three, whatever it might be. But I think they'll
Absolutely.
get there.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
print on demand and everything that they're doing as well to
Oh
help,
yeah.
come on now.
Yeah, bro. And then
Hey, look.
the convention presents they got, they're pretty
Oh
much going
yes.
to all the big ones. Yeah, man. So
Oh
yeah, like
yeah,
I
they're
mentioned.
preaching it. They're
Yeah,
preaching. Like I
bro.
said, I was there with them and I hung out with them. Had a good time and chatted a lot about future stuff. I'm like, it's good things happening, man. Be ready.
Yeah, bro.
2023 is gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, if you're a comic creator and you're not on there, you need to get on there. But as I mentioned, every backer potentially you'll win that. There'll be 10 winners, and if you pledge 50 or more, you ain't gonna win this baby. But one lucky winner, I'll commission one more of these for you.
You
So now there'll
commission
be
me.
two
Put that up.
more,
Look at that. Oh, that is
bro.
super
Like I
dope,
said,
kiddo.
and it's got the kunai down here and everything. Yeah, bro,
Ooh.
it's legit, legit. The details are pretty good. Like look at this site right here, like the skull and
Oh
all. Yeah,
yeah. Wow. Is it
yeah.
heavy?
I would say it weighs like maybe 3 pounds, 2, 3 pounds.
That is so cool, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
digging it. But folks, look at that. We gone through everything. These are all gons. You missed out, right? You missed out on these early bird stuff because you weren't an early bird. But guess what? You can still partake. So again, look, folks. $5,000 goal. He's a half, 4 days to go. This
It
is
can
the
be
third.
done.
It's the third issue. It's payday for many of y'all. Stop playing
Bro,
around. I know.
man, and I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret too. We mentioned global comics. If you want to know, like, hey, is this actually for me? The first two issues are free on global comics. But
Oh,
yeah,
did you hear that, folks? Holy shit. So, if you want to dabble into this one and you need to whet your appetite and see if it's for you, I salute you on that. That's awesome. Check it out. I mean, he just told you it's there. Check
yeah,
it out.
bro.
I'll look for the link and add it below to make people's lives easier. Like, yeah, check out the comics. You are going to fall in love with this universe, the De Castro verse.
I'm confident you'll like it. I'm confident. Give it a year or two. Who knows how big we'll get, but I think this series can go somewhere.
Gotcha. So what's the plan? Like how many issues per year is the plan?
Well, if we count the alternates, we're currently doing about 3 a year, which I think is pretty good. But I want to try and get to maybe four, if
Okay.
possible. Yeah, I think four for now would be cool. If somehow the money starts raking in the future, then obviously we can speed up the process. But for now,
Manifest.
yeah.
Manifest, kiddo. That's all. Don't you worry. Well, if it's gotta happen,
Hey, bro.
if you say it's gonna happen, then all the millions of cells in your body are gonna make it happen along with you, because that your body is a team. So let's make it happen, kiddo. Manifestation is real power. with that.
Yep.
And
We're gonna hit up
yeah,
them cons, make that money. We actually got a con appearance on November 27th from a
that was
Florida
my next
people.
question. Hey, you
Yeah.
read my
Mind
mind.
reader.
Wepa. So tell me, what con is it? Do you know your boot number? What other cons are you gonna do? What's the plan on that?
They haven't told me my booth number yet, but it's called Southwest Florida Comic Con. It's going to be in Fort Myers. I'm going to be there with actually some of my friends that I met last time. They have their own comic called Deathless. We Have Issues. They have a podcast called the same thing. They're pretty cool people. But yeah, it's going to be in Fort Myers, November 27th. After that, I think I want to try and hit up MegaCon in Orlando. That's
Oh, you
usually in the
should.
summertime. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Great show.
Yeah.
I did that show two times thus far, but I was boothing with my good friend over at Geek Fest Film Fest. 'Cause he has a film festival. We had giveaways and all, and I've met the community there. I mean, Dan Dilio walked right in front of the booth.
Yeah, bro.
I
I
was like,
went
yo,
like 2
I
years
just called
ago.
him. I said, yo, Diane. He just came, yo, what up? He doesn't know me. I said, oh, I know you. Thanks for everything. Can I have a picture? You go, sure.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, I went
I,
2 years as just a person going. I met a lot of people, collab with a lot of people. I was like, I'm gonna be here selling my book one day, so that's the goal.
let's see. Congrats, he says, for your success. Joey is a good
Thank
guy
you.
too. He out there pushing and helping independent creators himself.
Yeah, bro.
So
Much love. Thank you.
yeah, bro, you gotta connect with somebody like Big Joe. All right, so you're gonna do those shows. You got plans for what's coming up, and what type of advice would you give somebody then? Trying to step into the game nowadays.
You gotta first of all just actually put yourself out there because a lot of the people like that first step is the hardest. Like actually just putting yourself out there, not being scared. But besides that, you gotta do your homework. Like really research what you want to write about, know what you want to write about because you don't want to get to a point where you're like, damn, I'm stuck. I don't know what else to write. Like I haven't studied this. I don't know this that well, and then you're just completely up shit's creek without a paddle. But yeah, just do your research. If you're gonna go to the Kickstarter route, don't be like me and rush into it. Build that following. Just go into things prepared. I would say that. Like definitely be prepared, do your homework, and you'll be fine.
There we go. So I always like to tell people this because it's just you got to hear this at some point in your life. Just want to say thank you from a fan of comics to a creator. Thank you for being brave and bold enough to create and put your stuff out there. And look at you. You just went out there and getting it
Yeah,
done,
bro.
building an amazing team. You've created a wonderful, beautiful product. And as a fellow Latino man, I couldn't be prouder to see a young man like yourself just doing what you do. So, much
Thank you,
success.
man. Thank you. Thank you.
Always,
I
bro.
really
I'm proud. I'm
appreciate it.
proud. I'm
I really
proud, yo.
appreciate that. Yeah. That's the goal,
Yeah,
man. I just want people to see like, hey, I'm just someone who just try to do this thing. If it gets big, that's wonderful. I just want to really make a living off writing. But like I said, bro, anyone can do it. If I could do it, you could do it.
yeah, man. And all it takes is just to do it, right?
Yep.
Get it done, coño.
Have that drive.
All right, and I've been showing this off throughout the program. So let me say verbally, the links are also below. So please support Edwin's Kickstarter. We have only a few days left. Let's get it done. It's Lost Between Worlds, Hour 2. Link is below. Click away. Make it rain. Make it rain. Because I know it's a holiday, so
We
everybody
got
got
this,
paid
bro.
today. So
Yeah,
don't be
bro.
trying.
Get
Don't play
yourself
this
one
up.
of these. Get yourself one of
Woo! Look
these.
at
Because
that. Look at
you know
that.
what? Think of it this way. This will be, if it gets funded, there'll be only two of these in the future. And if we ever make it big one day, that's gonna be worth bucks.
Oh hell yeah, yo! Don't try on eBay. That's gonna be auctioned off at some fancy bougie spot. You see,
You never know.
right? And then of course, you want to keep up to date, show love and support on the social media. Just follow him on Twitter at Lost Between WOR1. On Instagram, it'll be Lost underscore Between underscore Worlds the number one. And on Facebook, it's Lost Between Worlds book series. All right. Again, links are below. And he makes life even easier. You could just go to lostbetweenworldscomic.com and all the links are there, books, merch, anything and anything you want. You could
Whatever you
get through
want.
that site. He got you, all right? For real. You need pasteles? You probably make some Lost Between Worlds pasteles too, bro.
You want that arroz con leche, guandules, moro? I got it,
Epa!
bro.
Oh my God, well, make me hungry. I'm starving. All right. So with that, folks, you know what to do. Outro tells you, but of course, I like to tell you, please support my big family over at undercovercapes.com. With shows like K-Pop, Cosmos, Sloppy Spoilers, Outside the Panels, The Freedom Crusade, No Price Podcast, and more. And then the other shows on my comic crew, like Cinema Crusaders
Oh
and
yeah,
Yana
bro.
Wepa, all
You guys
those
are cool.
cats. Yeah, show the
Mm-hmm.
love and show the love to Edwin De Castro, Lost Between Worlds. It's going to be big, folks. You'll see. Okay, hasta la próxima, Edwin. Muchas gracias.
Dale, mi hermano. Bye,
Later, bro.
everybody.
Que sepan, ¡wepa! Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.